I am Dr. Narendra Singh Rathore. I am basically engineer. I did my master program from IIT Delhi and then subsequently PhD in energy studies, and then number of a postgraduate courses from abroad and from leading University of Udaipur, including when we are talking about abroad, I was a student of University of Arizona Tucson. I was a student of University of Miami, and then I was a student of a Western Australia University. Even I was a student of Oxford in a bioenergy courses. So likewise, and I got a postdoctorate program degree in energy studies from Kanpur Agriculture and Technology University. Whenever we are talking about education means creating a right type of awareness about a subject matter. We should be in the position that we are supposed to discuss about what to do, how to simplify the things, and how to convert the things in more with a more efficiency. That is basically education. This is one aspect of education, although when we will include all aspect of education, it is very difficult to define education. But very important thing is that a one-sided to your client, that is a forward linkage of education, that you are supposed to create a right type of awareness. But backward linkage is that you are supposed to awaken the policy maker, decision maker, even the so-called bureaucrats and everyone, so that they will involve themselves to expand the different activity of education. Somewhere we are responsible for only for forward linkage, but backward linkage we are missing. Second important aspect of education is that we are supposed to broaden our scope of work. It is not only teaching which is to be involved in education. Teaching, research, extension, capacity building, training, consultancy, testing, certification, technology outreach, and there are a lot of things are there. It is generally we used to compromise with the education, means taking a class of 45 minutes that will serve your purpose. But we will have to broaden our scope of work. What type of research is required in your subject matter? What type of extension, means you are supposed to educate the people. Different stakeholders you will have to identify, and accordingly you will have to mob. And similarly you will have to do a right type of capacity building, training, even consultancy, because we will have to expand our subject. Even a right type of testing in your subject matter. Many times people are saying in arts what type of testing is there. Arts gives a number of things, means how to develop a mental focus on a particular subject matter. That is art. Even you will have to see that how you can have a physical energy, how you can have a personal willpower on a subject matter. Arts will discuss. Engineers are not discussing this issue. So in every subject there is a scope that we will have to broaden its scope of work. And similarly you will have to bridge the gap between wisdom and knowledge. Education, generally what is happening, many times people are saying that education means getting a piece of paper in the form of degree and then searching a job. That is a one aspect of education, but education in some extent is that we will have to see that for every subject there is a knowledge required, and then there is a wisdom, बुद्धिमता जिसको हम कहते हैं, अपने सब्जेक्ट मैटर में वो भी चाहिए. तो एजुकेशन को आपको सेकंड एस्पेक्ट आपको ये देखना पड़ेगा कि आप किस तरीके से उसमें ज़्यादा बुद्धिमता ला सकते हैं. Nowadays the era is artificial intelligence, कृत्रिम बुद्धिमता. So everywhere nowadays this type of wisdom is required, intelligence. When we are moving ahead, then education explore the possibility of collaboration, cooperation, coordination, networking. That is also education. Means you will have to, say example, if you are a commerce graduate, you will have to identify how many commerce graduate is there in your section where you are working. Then you will have to create a awareness, or you will have to do a right type of collaboration and cooperation. Even a networking is required. That somewhere we are missing in our country. No networking is there. We don't have a networking of promising teacher, in college teacher, in school teacher. So somewhere we are not doing a right type of education. Education includes documentation, publication of paper, publication of some more information in the form of leaflets, pamphlets, and how to disseminate that education. That is also part of education. And I would like to urge to all of you that education is a encyclopedia. Education includes each and everything. And without education, nothing is there. When we are sitting in this hall, even the chair on which I am sitting, it is because of education. Somewhere he has applied a type of a art, or when he has the carpenter or artisan, when he has combined the technique with the scientific base, then he has built up this chair. Same thing is true with everything. Means without education you can't dream of this world. And now education has reached to a higher level. Basically what is happening, as I mentioned, that education is essentially impart a knowledge. Education in second aspect impart a skill. Education make you able or impart a right type of ability. Education even has got a experience, that you are supposed to share experience so that you can increase the efficiency of your system. When I am saying knowledge, knowledge means it gives an only information about what to do. That is basics, fundamental, theory and practices. Every subject has got a basics and fundamental. Science subject has got a one step ahead, that they are theory and practices. Even a engineering subject has got it. So that is only knowledge. Skill means how to do. Here experiential learning, practical exercise, that is also required. Third thing is the ability, how to make simple so means so that you can handle it in a right way. So basically what is happening, you means a work can be done by a number of persons, but somebody is doing with some cumbersome manner, somebody is doing in a simple manner. So ability means how to simplify the system and how conveniently mold up that system in a right way. And sharing experience, I have already discussed that how you can share the experience of other person, what the work mob is doing. Same thing means it is essentially, you all people deserve appreciation that you are doing one step further in the dimension of education. Because sharing experience will give an impression that how we can improve our efficiency and how we can reduce the losses in existing system. That is basically you people are doing. Essentially, whenever we are talking about education, theoretical portion is there. Every subject theoretical portion is there, whether it is a science and commerce or arts or engineering and management. Then there is a second portion, that is a practical. Means how you can practically get the right information that it can be logically concluded. That is the second aspect of education. And third aspect of education is experiential learning, which should be there in every sphere of education, but only in engineering and a professional degree it has been introduced by Government of India. But if you see Western university, everywhere experiential learning. This experiential learning means learning while doing something and earning simultaneously. That is also required. And fourth thing, which is very important, is a leadership development. But unfortunate part is that in most of the places we are preparing students to become a leader in a different way. They are shouting to administrators and they are doing a number of malpractice. I don't want to involve in this case, but leadership means a leader is a person who can change the system, who can improve the efficiency. And even if you recall, Mahatma Gandhi once he said that changing the system is not so easy. At initial inception, when you will start changing the system, everybody will criticize you. And in the mid of the change of the system, even you feel yourself frustrated. And you will decide, let us close the system here only, because you will not be supported by number of people, and then you feel yourself in isolation. But at the end of the day, when you will make it the right change, everybody will appreciate and you will become a leader. So that is it. That type of leadership quality we will have to impart in education. Somewhere we are missing. As far as the student quality is concerned, in every subject, whether a student is arts or commerce or management or engineering, he should have a functional skill. But in every functional skill, a professional skill is required. Means professionally you should be in the position to define your subject. Even I met with one student who did a PhD on Mahana Pratap. So my question was that what are the different quality of Mahana Pratap? He mentioned very nicely, because he was aware that in his subject he is supposed to introduce professionalism to impress his subject matter. So that is the first quality is required, and every subject in science and management, everywhere it is required. Second is a soft skill or a specialized skill. Before coming to this place, I was discussing with some person. They said soft skill is only involve yourself in extracurricular activity. To certain extent, it is there. But in present context, maintaining a right body language, maintaining what to speak, even a young children takes a more than that of a 6 or 7 month, then he or she will start speaking ma, mama and other way. But what to speak, that it is very difficult. Even a senior citizen, they are not aware how to speak in a logical word with some patience, and by keeping how to speak by keeping a elevation to a low level. That somewhere we are missing. I never see the debate on a computer, but nobody wants to lose the system. That is happening in everywhere in the computer or in a TV as well. Everybody used to say, I am right, and they are not discussing anything. Even TV talk, they are making argument. That is not education. That is a work of a, don't take it otherwise. If you are arguing in a particular issue, means you are uneducated. Those who are coming forward to discuss something, they are educated. Means when you are discussing something, means you are interested to find out what is right. But if you are arguing, then you are interested to find out who is right. That is not required. So basically in our education, we will have to see functional skill, professional skill, that is one thing. Soft skill and specialized skill, even knowledge of ICT, that is a part of soft skill. Even how to speak and how to maintain your body language and how to appear with any stranger or even to your good friend, how you are dealing with them, that is also a soft skill. And third important quality which through education we can impart, innovativeness and creativity. In नवाचार हर बच्चे में, मैंने, this is my observation of 42 years of experience, I have seen every student has got a something, but only thing is that you will have to explore it. Somewhere we are not interested to see their innovativeness, their creativity. रचनात्मक क्रियाएं देखें उनकी, वो कितना अच्छा काम करते हैं हर बच्चा. एक लड़की हमारे यहाँ पर थी, अभी MBA कर रही है. उसने मेरे एंट्रेंस गेट पे उसने इतनी बढ़िया ड्राइंग बनाई कि मैं उसको खुश हो गया. मैंने उससे हाथ मिलाया और उसको कहा, मैंने कहा बेटा तुम कहाँ थे? तो उसने कहा कि मेरे जैसे, वो बिहार से लड़की है, उसने कहा कि एवरी स्टूडेंट दोज हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम बिहार, दे हैव गॉट समथिंग, बट यू पीपल आर नॉट अप्रिशिएटिंग दैम. So that type of a means you just see that she was not happy with the education running in my institute. Then I said that beta, you are free, always you are most welcome, come forward, give your suggestion how we can improve it. If a teacher asks a student that what direction you want from my side and what type of lecture you want my side, perhaps the students will also listen and they will mold up accordingly and they will definitely appreciate your effort. So third quality you will have to identify, that is innovativeness and creativity. Fourth, outside of your institute. Generally we are very confined. First of all, I was appointed as a Vice Chancellor in a job near Agriculture University. I still remember in 2012. Unfortunately, that place is very close to Jaipur, but most of the teachers and students are from the vicinity of 50 kilometers only. They have not seen even the Jaipur. So that was the unfortunate part. And boys, and they are involved in a caste, creed, color. So I worked for around 1.5 years. Then I left that place because I was so much puzzled that how to deal with these boys. They are simply asking my caste, and they are more interested to show me that their caste is more dominated than my caste. And there was no comparison at all. Teacher, I was a Vice Chancellor, so I was a teacher of all teachers. But even then, they were not giving me the full regard. Don't take it otherwise. In case if any student is listening this, that was at that time. But now thing has been changed everywhere. But I have given the example that somewhere outside the institute, contact, that is missing. If some student from this place will go to Jaipur or IIT, say example in my institute, our institute is an Engineering and Management Institute. If our students will get an opportunity to go to NIT and IIT, or even study abroad. I am asking my all head of the department, out of 50 or 60 students, can't you prepare a one student who can go abroad and do their master and PhD from a reputed institute? And nowadays what is happening, it is not that you will have to pay from your pocket in order to get a study in a foreign university. You can manage, means a number of a bank scholarship is available. If you are really a good or intellectual, you will get a good scholarship as well. So that contact outside of the institute is missing. And fifth qualification which is required, that basically somewhere we miss that train. Everybody is interested to get a job from the government side. That is somewhat a misconcept. In our country, you must be knowing, 33% of youth inequity is there. When I am saying 33%, means that 33% of our students are not getting opportunity to have a school and college facility. Even they don't have any scope of employment and entrepreneurship. So that last quality is that we are supposed to articulate the sense of entrepreneurship in the mindset of our student. It is not that only education, and then ask them to appear in some competitive examination of government of Rajasthan and government of India and let us have employment. But let us explore number of organized sectors, multinational companies are working, but our students, they don't have that type of a confidence to face the interview there. So education need a different type of a impression in a present context, and we will have to do something extra. And as far as engineering, management and science subject is concerned, or professional degree is concerned, I would like to urge that earlier when I was working as a Deputy Director General Education, we have introduced a concept of a student ready program. Because at that moment, I am talking about 2008 or 9, at that time there was no problem of a job. Most of the professional degree persons were getting. So we were preparing them just to give a sense that you kindly show your quality and you should be ready to join any organization. That was student ready. Number of a program we have launched. I don't want to elaborate it, but student ready was a first attempt made by the government of India. Later on in a professional degree, there was a need of a industries ready, because industries, their requirement is different. You may be studying a structure course, but that structure course is not suitable to their requirement. So what the industries are suggesting, they are suggesting these are the additional courses, prepare a crash course and then prepare your student and then we will recruit them. So that is a industries ready program. But in present context and future, I would like to urge to all people, those who are studying anywhere, whether you are studying in a arts or science and commerce and any discipline, you should be AI ready, artificial intelligence ready. Although newspaper daily we are reading something through AI, maybe some malpractices. Even today newspaper there was something that you can prepare the voice of anyone and you can manipulate it and then you can do some malpractices. That is a different, but let us see its positivity. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. Now ChatGPT, with the help of you can do each and everything. China is not disclosing the things. China has done a lot of good reforms and miracle in the field of ChatGPT. And they have prepared the Vast GPT, they have prepared the Cook GPT, Clean GPT, likewise. So accordingly, you will have to see that even blockchain technology is there, communication protocol, there are number of digital technologies there. I don't want to repeat, but AI ready is requirement of our courses. I won't take much more of the times, but I would like to once again appeal that we will have to see what is a fundamental fact behind the education, and accordingly we will have to prepare ourselves and then we will have to proceed. Planning is required in present context, planning of education, then development, that is your preparation, and finally you will have to proceed. And then you will have to pursue persistently in order to make a reform in education. Basically what is happening, we will have to prepare ourselves. Perhaps teaching is the profession which need a right type of attention. Means before facing your student, you should prepare yourself. That is required. And nowadays what is happening, people even they don't want to change the subject which they are teaching from last 10 or 15 years. And unfortunately, whether it is an engineering subject or management subject, the courses has not been revised since many years. In management, from last 13 years, the same course is running, whereas a new fundamental came into the management. There is a business intelligence, right? Or market intelligence. Market intelligence means I was reading a paper that market intelligence means a OPD, just like a medical OPD. New opportunity and how to penetrate and how to develop it. There altogether a new thing is there. But if you will ask with any management guru, he won't say, and he will say that how to manage the available resources, but he is not exploring the possibility what to do next. Means in a present context, the market identification of market is a problem. Same thing is true with our engineering discipline. Why all people are moving towards a computer engineering? There is a good scope in mechanical as well. There is a good scope of a electrical as well. When we are talking about electrical, I have asked with my teachers, why not you people are working on a smart grid? There is a smart grid. Whenever the word of smart came into the picture, it is computer oriented. Smartness. Whenever you are saying safely or sustainable thing, it is a computer oriented. You will have to do. So in every subject, whether it is even in arts, AI has been introduced. Every subject, AI reached to that level. People are saying AI does not required in present context, but AI is to make the system simple, convenient and efficient. AI is meant to make a system have a complete, you can say, piracy, traceability, or even you can have a right type of safety, security, surveillance of a matter. For that AI is meant. But you know, when Western TV came into the picture, I still remember, I was there in IIT Delhi and we used to going nearby market. So there basically many people are preparing TV in their home and they are putting a stick of Western. So in our country and throughout the world, a majority of people are responsible for copying the things and to identify how malpractice is to be made in the system. So that we will have to check. You must be aware that when ChatGPT introduced in the picture, everywhere throughout the world, there was a big voice, it will spoil the job opportunity. But gradually, the person, AI Open, who has introduced them, they mention a prompt engineering, PROMPT, prompt engineering. That prompt engineering gives an impression that how to prepare a keywords and your requirement so that you can educate the ChatGPT. Otherwise, what will happen? They will give, ChatGPT will give a wrong answer. Many times it has been objected. Right? So that's why you will have to see that for every invention, there is a requirement how to prepare yourself and how to deal that subject matter. Although everywhere, I still remember when computer was introduced in a railway, when I don't want to name the prime minister working at that time, but he was dragged by a youngsters in some meeting, although security was very tight, and then he said that you will face its good consequences in future, and that is true. But at the time, everybody, because of uneducation, they are saying it will spoil the employment rate, and ultimately we will become, all will become unemployed, because we do believe at the time in our muscles power, and we were thinking only doing by hands will serve our purpose. But now computer has realized us, but along with our hands, mind is also playing an important role. And AI has articulated the third sense, means a heart is to be involved in this case. So AI means a hand, head and heart. You will have to make in a systematic manner, which perhaps we are missing. हमारे कंट्री में ये दिक्कत आएगी क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन 141 करोड़ पॉपुलेशन है, उसमें मेजॉरिटी जो है वो चाहते हैं कि किसी भी तरह से काम हो जाए, और वो बेसिकली क्या ये इंटेलेक्चुअलिटी जो है इसकी एआई की, उसको कहीं स्पॉइल ना करे. दैट्स वाई गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज़ डन ए गुड जॉब. उन्होंने कहा इंडिया एआई बनाएंगे और उन्होंने गाइडलाइन भी बनाएंगे, एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टिव्स भी रिलीज़ करेंगे, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन भी बनाएंगे. बिफोर लॉन्चिंग इट दे विल हैव ए परफेक्ट डॉक्यूमेंट इन देयर हैंड then only they will proceed. So that is a good proposition, but we will have to prepare. Teacher has to prepare. I know when I did MTech, you will surprise my computer education at that time was high speed computation, but the language which I learned there, it was basic and Fortran, जो आज है ही नहीं, आज अवेलेबल ही नहीं. मेरे टाइम मैंने C++, पाइथन कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा था, मगर अब मैं पढ़ा सकता हूँ, क्योंकि वो जो आपको कोर्स सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाया जाता है, वो कोर्स सब्जेक्ट आपको इसलिए पढ़ाया जाता है कि आपकी इंटेलेक्चुअलिटी को बढ़ाया जाए, मेंटल को आपको फोकस करना बताया जाए कि आपको ये काम करना है. और उसके बाद अब आपका जब फर्टाइल माइंड हो गया और एनालिटिकल स्किल आपके पास आ गई, देन यू कैन वर्क इन द सेम डायरेक्शन. तो आपको टीचर्स को, और टीचर्स के साथ साथ मैं तो कह रहा हूँ सब टेक्नोक्रेट्स को, और जो भी वर्क प्रोडक्टिव काम में जो आदमी एम्प्लॉइज काम में ले रहा है, उसको अपडेटेड होना पड़ेगा, उसको सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस भी रखना पड़ेगा. मैंने भी कई बार कई टीचर्स मेरे ये आके कहते हैं साहब ये कोर्स मैं नहीं पढ़ा सकता. दे आर लेगिंग एज फार द सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस इज कंसर्न. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग रहती है कि दे आर आल्सो लेगिंग एज फार द नॉलेज अपडेशन इज कंसर्न. एवरीवन हैज टू बी अपडेटेड दिस नॉलेज. दे आर लेगिंग एज फार द इनोवेशन इज कंसर्न. दे डोंट हैव ए लर्निंग एप्टीट्यूड. Even they don't have a leadership quality. That's why they are coming with this proposition कि साहब मेरे को तो पिछले साल का कोर्स है वही मैं पढ़ाऊंगा, मैं ये नया कोर्स में नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा. सो इसलिए हमें चेंज तो करना पड़ेगा, और चेंज बेटरमेंट के लिए करना पड़ेगा. ऐसा कोई कोर्स नहीं है जो आउटडेटेड हो. हर कोर्स में नयापन आ रहा है. अगर हम वेस्टर्न यूनिवर्सिटी के कोर्स सिलेबस देखें तो दे आर डिस्कसिंग ए डिफरेंट इशू, और कई ऐसी चीज़ें डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि जिसको हम कभी सोच भी नहीं सकते. I remember when ChatGPT exercise was going on before COVID, and then US they have banned it, and for 3 years rigorously they have analysis कि what will be its effect on a overall, and then later on they have introduced it. UK what they have done, UK ने पहले गाइडलाइन बनाई और फिर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया. इंडिया अपना खुद का बना रहा है और फिर उसकी गाइडलाइन एंड एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टिव्स बनाएंगे और फिर उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करेगा, क्योंकि इंडिया एंड चाइना किसी को बताता नहीं है वो क्या कर रहा है. चाइना ने बहुत कुछ एडवांसमेंट कर लिया अपने फील्ड में, मगर अपनों को अगर आपको किसी भी प्रोसेस को सिंपल करना है, कन्वीनियंटली मोल्ड अप करना है, उसकी दक्षता और एफिशिएंसी बढ़ानी है, तो हमें ये ऐसे जो स्मार्टनेस है वो स्पेसिफिक भी होगा, उसको आप मेज़र भी कर सकते हो, जो अटेंड भी किया जा सकता है, रियलिस्टिक भी होगा और टाइम बाउंड होगा. यही 5 एक्सरसाइज होती है किसी भी इंजीनियरिंग एस्पेक्ट में, या कोई भी डिवाइस और सिस्टम अवेलेबल है उसमें आपको ये 5 चीज़ देखनी पड़ेगी. वो किस काम में आ रहा है, किस स्पेसिफिक चीज़ में है, क्या वो उसको मेज़र कर सकते हैं या नहीं कर सकते, क्या वो अटेंड हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता. द पर्सन हु हैज़ डन दिस ChatGPT एक्सरसाइज एट इनिशियल इंसेप्शन, even he was not aware कि what will, he might have thought that this is the expected outcome, but he was not in the impression that each and everything will be solved with the help of a ChatGPT. So that was a कि कितना basically attainable रहेगा और realistic भी होना चाहिए. ChatGPT has shown the right path. It is a realistic and time bound. Quickly you will get the each and everything. अब चाइना का आपने देखा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेशन का, you might have not heard. They have introduced a magneto-hydrodynamics, magneto-plasma dynamics, magneto-gas dynamics, magneto-fluid dynamics. उन्होंने ओल्ड फेराडेज लॉज होता है जो आप इंजीनियर से उनमें देखा होगा कि एक फ्लूइड को मैग्नेट में डाला जाए और उससे एक EMF जनरेट होता है. उसमें क्या है कि जो टरबाइन वाला कन्फिग्रेशन है उन्होंने हटा दिया, क्योंकि टरबाइन हाईली इनएफिशिएंट है. तो ओवरऑल आपके फॉसिल फ्यूल बेस्ड पावर प्लांट की जो एफिशिएंसी होती है वो 40% ही आती है, क्योंकि टरबाइन हाईली इनएफिशिएंट है. उन्होंने टरबाइन ही हटा दिया और वो 80% एफिशिएंसी पे बिजली पैदा कर रहे हैं. हमारे कंट्री में अभी भी वही चल रहा है कि बॉयलर है, फिर उसका जो चलता है, फिर उससे मैकेनिकल एनर्जी टरबाइन में जाती है, फिर उसके जनरेटर लगाते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी जनरेट होती है. तो बेसिकली अब आपको नया एस्पेक्ट में, इन एवरी एस्पेक्ट समथिंग इज़ ए न्यू, एंड दैट न्यू इज़ फॉर मेकिंग ए सिंपल एफिशिएंट वन. वो हमें अडॉप्ट करना पड़ेगा. और आगे बढ़ने के लिए भी मैं तो सब इंजीनियर्स को भी कहता हूँ, और कोई सा भी सब्जेक्ट हो, आपको अपने सब्जेक्ट में आगे बढ़ने के लिए आपको कुछ ना कुछ बदलाव करना पड़ेगा. और जब इनिशियल लेवल पे आप बदलाव करोगे तो आप भी खुद डरोगे. जो महात्मा गांधी ने कहा था, मैं आई डोंट वांट टू रिपीट द सेम थिंग वंस अगेन, बट दिस इज़ ट्रू. यू विल फील फ्रस्ट्रेटेड कि यार ये मैंने क्या किया. आई हैव ऑल्सो ड्रीम फॉर गिट्स, माई वेयर आई एम वर्किंग, So I have introduced something. My management is very supportive. They are saying go ahead. But only thing is that even I have got something in my mind which whenever I am in sitting in a isolation, ये मेरे को स्ट्राइक होता कि अगर ये काम सही नहीं हुआ तो मैनेजमेंट और ये मेरे स्टूडेंट्स और ये फैकल्टी हैं वो क्या सोचेंगे कि एक पागल आया था और उसने ये चीज़ें इंट्रोड्यूस करी और सब बेकार हो गई. सो बेसिकली व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यू शुड हैव ए सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस एज वेल. तो वो चीज़ जो नई चीज़ की जाती है उसमें आपको सबको तैयार होना पड़ेगा. आजकल स्टूडेंट बहुत ब्राइट आते हैं. आप चैट जीपीटी के जब शुरू हुआ था हमारे स्टूडेंट्स ने भी कॉपीराइट करा दिया, आपको पता नहीं होगा शायद. गिट्स के 4 स्टूडेंट ने मिलकर और हमारे हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ने उन्होंने गिट्स चैट जीपीटी बनाया और वो बाकायदा सक्सेसफुल है. हमने उसको एग्रीकल्चर में ओरिएंट किया और वो बड़ा सक्सेसफुल है. वो एग्री चैट जीपीटी है, मेरे एक फ्रेंड है बीजिंग में, मैंने उनसे लिया. मैंने कहा आपके जो एग्री चैट जीपीटी है वो क्या कर रहा है. उन्होंने कहा मैकाट्रॉनिक्स को कपल कर रहा है. मैकाट्रॉनिक्स है कि मैकेनिकल और एग्रीकल्चर और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स को लेके एग्रीकल्चर में वो काम में ले रहे हैं. वो ही हमने इसमें शुरुआत करी. अभी हमने कॉपीराइट के लिए अप्लाई किया है. देन वी विल एक्सपांड दिस एक्टिविटी. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि व्यक्ति काम करे तो नवाचार हर काम में ले आ सकता है. शुरू में तो डर लगता है इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, पर धीरे धीरे हमें ग्रो अप करना पड़ता है. हमारे को खुद स्वेट एनालिसिस करनी चाहिए, हमारी क्या स्ट्रेंथ है और जो वीकनेसेस उसको हटाते हुए और आगे की जो अपॉर्चुनिटी है उसको अपनों को अगर करेंगे और फिर उस अपॉर्चुनिटी में पेनिट्रेट होकर हमें डेवलप करना चाहिए. यही एक है प्रोग्रेस का. हम ये कहते हैं कि इंडिया विल मूव फॉरवर्ड है, विश्व गुरु बनेगा. वो जब ही बनेगा जब एवरीबॉडी विल कंट्रीब्यूट इन ए राइट वे. टोक्यो में, जापान में किया था, टोक्यो के अंदर फेयर हुआ था, वो मैंने भी उसका देखा था एट दैट टाइम. एंड आई हैव विजिटेड इन 2017. तो वो नरेटा में हुआ था. तो वहाँ बेसिकली क्या उनका एक हेलमेट था, उसको हेलमेट को लगा के एंड देन यू स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग समथिंग. यू विल हैव टू स्पीक, नॉट ओनली सी इन योर माइंड. मगर आप जैसे कुछ बोलोगे दैट योर कंप्यूटर विल गेट ए डायरेक्शन एंड दैट विल स्टार्ट टाइपिंग. दैट आई हैव सीन पर्सनली. तो आप कुछ भी चाहिए जैसे तो वो करें. हमारे आईआईटी के डायरेक्टर थे व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग ए पीएचडी. तो वो क्या करते थे कि वो अपने जेब में मॉर्निंग वॉक पे जाते थे, हम भी उनके पीछे पीछे जाते थे. मेरी भी आदत शुरू से वॉक करने के लिए. मैं देखता था यार हमारे डायरेक्टर साहब बोलते बोलते जा रहे हैं, मगर उनकी खासियत थी वो सारा चीज़ रिकॉर्ड करते जाते थे. दिन में जितने भी लेटर देने और वो सारे का सारे रिकॉर्ड करते थे और वो फिर रिकॉर्डिंग जो उनके पास फाइल होती थी वो रिकॉर्डिंग फाइल इस एक तरह का टेप रिकॉर्डर ही था. वो फिर अपने पीए को जाके दे देते थे और पीए के पास इतना वर्क होता था कि वो दिन भर वही टाइप करता रहता था. तो दैट वाज ए वे आउट एट दैट टाइम. तो धीरे धीरे इन्वेंशन हुआ. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम अपने कंप्यूटर में बोल देते हैं, वो स्टोर कर लेता है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम अलेक्सा आई, अलेक्सा को कह देते हैं कि काइंडली रिमाइंड मी इन द मॉर्निंग. तो उस समय फिर आप इमीडिएटली तुरंत अपने पीए को कॉल करते हो कि यार ये एक टाइप कर लेना, क्योंकि आपको रिमाइंड करता है अलेक्सा और आप आगे मैसेज देते हैं. तो अब समवेयर दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आर गोइंग ऑन. मगर धीरे धीरे से जो भी साइंस के कारण और ज्ञान के कारण जो भी चीज़ बढ़ रही है उससे मैं तो ये कहता हूँ कि हम सब एफिशिएंट होंगे, हम सब लथार्जिक नहीं होंगे. ये एक परसेप्शन गलत है. लोग बाग कह रहे हैं कि हमारा जॉब खत्म हो जाएगा. अरे जॉब कैसे खत्म हो जाएगा, उसको भी तो ट्रेंड करना है. चैट जीपीटी को भी तो आपको ट्रेंड करना है. जो प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग आई है वो यही तो है कि कैसे आप उसको एजुकेट करो, उसको बताओ कीवर्ड्स. आप डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछोगे तो डायरेक्ट आंसर देगा वो, और वो आंसर गलत होगा. तो उसको कीवर्ड्स देखे जाए. और वो कीवर्ड्स कौन प्रिपेयर करेगा? दोज हु हैविंग ए नॉलेज ऑफ डोमेन, ही विल बी डूइंग दिस थिंग.